Hello students, in last two videos we started with the second lesson, that is India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. In that we studied about regional powers, invasion from northwest, Delhi Sultanate, the kingdom of Vijayanagar, the Bahamani kingdom, the Mughal power. Today we are going to start with Maharana Pratap. Everybody knows Maharana Pratap was a great king in ancient India. Now see, Maharana Pratap became the ruler of Mewar after Uday Singh. Means when Uday Singh died, at that time Maharana Pratap became the king or the ruler of Mewar. He opposed Akbar's imperialist policy. He is known for his qualities like valor, courage, self-respect and sacrifice. Means he was a very powerful king, Maharana Pratap. He was he ruled his kingdom very nicely. He was very brave, then courageous, and he is having the qualities of self-respect and sacrifice. Next is Chand Bibi. Chand Bibi, the daughter of Hussain Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar. Means she is the daughter of Hussain Nizam Shah, who was ruling in Ahmednagar, bravely defeated the fort of Ahmednagar. Means from the childhood she learned all the battle studies, means using of sword and all the things, and because of that she fought the Ahmednagar's fort very bravely. She defeated the fort of Ahmednagar from the Mughals in 1595 CE. Means in 1595 she bravely defeated the fort of Ahmednagar from Mughals. Due to interval strifes between the Sardars and Nizam Shahi, Chand Bibi was murdered. Means she was a brave lady in those days, but due to the conflicts between Sardars and Nizam Shahi, Chand Bibi was murdered. See. Now next, the great lady of history, that is Rani Durgavati. Means in the history, not even the males but even the females also played their role very nicely. They were very brave and courageous. Now see, just now we know about Chand Bibi, and now second is Rani Durgavati. Rani Durgavati, daughter of Chandel Rajput dynasty, became queen of Gondwana after the marriage. Means she is the daughter of Chandel Rajput, and after her marriage she became the queen of Gondwana. See, she laid down her life while fighting Akbar but did not surrender. Means after marriage she became the queen of Gondwana, but whole life, means after her marriage she laid down her wife, while means she sacrificed her life for fighting against Akbar, but at the end of her life she didn't surrender to herself, but she fought for her kingdom. Now next is Aurangzeb. Jahangir succeeded Akbar as the Mughal emperor in 1605 CE. Jahangir's wife Noor Jahan played an active role in administration. Means Jahangir succeeded Akbar as a Mughal emperor in 1605. Means he came in the ruler in 1605 CE, and his wife Noor Jahan, she played an active role in administration. Means not even Jahangir but his wife Noor Jahan both played a successive role in the ruling in Mughal emperor. See, Shah Jahan succeeded Jahangir in 1628 CE and ruled India till the death in 16 1658 CE. Means who defeated Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and he started ruling over India till 1658 CE. Aurangzeb was the northworthy Mughal emperor who ruled India from 1658 CE to 1707 CE. Means Aurangzeb was the last northworthy Mughal emperor who ruled India from 1658 to 1707 CE. Aurangzeb expanded the Mughal Empire, but the Mughal Empire became weak after his death. Means Aurangzeb was also a brave king. He also extended his empire a lot in India, but after his death, means after Aurangzeb's death, his empire became very weak. See, next is the Ahoms. See, the people of Shan community who settled down in the valleys of river Brahmaputra were known as Ahoms. Means whatever the people of Shan community, they settled in the banks or the basins of in the valley who settled in the valley of river Brahmaputra. Means the Shans community people who settled in the valley of Brahmaputra river, they are known as Ahoms. The Ahoms were the leadership of Ahoms under the leadership of Gadadhar Sinha and commander Lachit Borpukran gave intense fight to Mughals. Means Gadadhar Sinha and this Lachit Borpukran gave a nice fight or intense fight to Mughals to free their area. Means Ahoms were the lead. Ahoms fight with the Mughals due to the guerrilla techniques of Ahoms. The Mughals could not create a strong base in Assam. Means they use a nice techniques for fighting Ahoms, and because of that fighting techniques, they became strong and Mughal became weak, and they didn't create a base in Assam. Now the Sikhs. What was the role of Sikhs? Guru Tej Bahadur protested against the policy of religious intolerance of Aurangzeb. Means Guru Tej Bahadur Singh protested against the policy of religious things. They are started intolerance against Aurangzeb. See, he was imprisoned and beheaded in 1675. Guru Gobind Singh organized the Sikh youth into Khalsa Dal. See, we know Guru Gobind Singh, who is there? The founder of Sikhs. Yes or no? So what the founder of Sikh, and what he did? He organized Sikh youth, means all the young generation of the Sikh community. He collected them and made the Khalsa Dal. Means he made a troop named Khalsa Dal to fight against औरंगजेब. मीन्स उन्होंने क्या किया? गुरु गोविंद सिंह ने एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी ऑर्गेनाइज की यंग जनरेशन की कि जो सिख थे, और उनको जमा कर खालसा दल करके एक क्या किया? ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तैयार किया कि जो औरंगजेब के खिलाफ लड़ सके. See, however, they did not succeed. Means they didn't succeed. Later, Guru Gobind Singh succumbed to his wounds in Nanded. Means he did not succeed to defeat Aurangzeb, and later he came in Nanded. Now the Rajputs. Durgadas Rathod, after the death of Rana Jaswant Singh, fought against the Mughals for the survival of Mewar. Means for the kingdom of Mewar, who was ruled by Mughals, and to defeat Mughals, Durgadas Rathod, after the death of Rana Jaswant Singh, means when Rana Jaswant Singh died, after his death, Durgadas Rathod, who fought against Mughals for the survival of Mewar, which is in Rajasthan. I hope you understood this lesson. I will send you in PDF file. Just read the lesson properly and answer the given questions. Thank you.